What's going on, folks? This is TJ Lauerman, aka ThatSportsGamer, bringing you another team breakdown on MLB 13 The Show. In this video, we're going to be looking at the San Diego Padres. They got a couple good guys, but then they got a lot of problems, specifically with bench depth. Let's take a look at what they got. Alright, just the big overview. You can see Chase Headley and Houston Street are the two best players. Headley's going to be really good for you. Houston Street's kind of been struggling in the pros, but he should do pretty well for you in the game. Looking at their starting rotation, you got Corey Lupke, Andrew Kashner, Edinson Volquez, Tim Stauffer, Anthony Bass, and Clayton Richard. Eric Stultz you're probably not going to use in your rotation, but you do get Casey Kelly, who's going to be up and coming for you. He's got A potential and a 73 rating, and 4 pretty good pitches, and it looks like a pretty sweet beard. Also, if you have problems, you got Jason Marquis down here. They got a lot of depth but not really any great standout starters. Though Lupke is pretty good, and Volquez has seen better days. In the bullpen, you got Gregerson and Joe Thatcher as your main guys, and also Dale Thayer. Thatcher's going to be your lefty out of the pen, and he's got some good power and good break on his pitches. Probably going to be your main setup guy, though Gregerson's also really good. And as I said before, we got Houston Street in the closer spot. Still only 29, which is pretty surprising. He's been around the league for a long time by now. Also, only 3 pitches, but he's got some good move on that sinker and slider. The changeup's kind of like a little bonus pitch for you. Behind the plate, we have Yasmani Grandal. I mean, that's a pretty sweet name. 24 years old, A potential, and 84 overall. That guy's going to be around for a while for you, and doing some things behind the plate. You also have Nick Hundley and John Baker, who are getting up there in age, but they're still good backups for you. At first, you got Yonder Alonso, who's going to probably a little underrated in this game at only a 74, but with A potential and 25 years old, he's going to end up being pretty good. Mark Kotze, that good bat off the bench. He's got great vision. Probably work a walk for you late in the innings. At second base, you got Jed Gyorko. That is a sweet name. Logan Forsythe. They have some really good names on this team. Alexi Amarista. I mean, come on. Let's just talk about that for a second. 3 decent guys. Nobody really that stand out. I guess Forsythe can hit lefties pretty decently. But you might as well just go with the 24-year-old with the B pot. He could turn into something good for you. At third base, you got Chase Headley, who's currently hurt in real life, but you're probably going to play him as your starting third baseman. I wouldn't see why you wouldn't. In real life, he's an MVP candidate. In this game, he's the most powerful hitter on this team, so you're probably going to want to use him a lot. Good contact numbers, too. His backup is Cody Ransom, who is still around the league at age 37. I remember when this guy was on the Yankees back in the day. Moving to shortstop, you got Everett Cabrera, and I don't even know how to say that. I'd say like Judy Valdez. I mean, he's going to be pretty good, 23 years old. Doesn't have that much in the potential rating, but maybe something happens with him. Left field, Carlos Quentin. Actually, he's more powerful than Headley, but Headley's got the little contact numbers over him. But Carlos Quentin's going to do some banging for you, and if you got a problem with the pitcher, just send him out there to beat him up. Jesus Guzman is going to be good off the bench against lefties for you. Kyle Blanks, I mean, this guy's still around. That's pretty awesome. He's only 26. I feel like he's another guy that's been around forever. That's pretty awesome. Speaking of people that have been around forever, Cameron Maybin, I feel like, has been playing in baseball for half a decade, and he's only 25 years old. A-Pot, this guy could end up being one of the stars in this team if you play your cards right. And you got Chris Donafria. Awesome contact against lefties, so you're going to be pulling him off the bench almost every chance you get if you're not going to give him a starting spot in one of the corners. And in right field, you got the venerable Will Venable. Not really a great player, but has a great name. Ooh, Travis Buck is in here too? I mean, come on, you guys got some guys here. Yes, there's the San Diego Padres. Not that great overall, but they got some pieces in there that'll make this a good team to play franchise with. And if you use them, let me know how you do with them, because I would like to see what happens with some of those young guys turning into big stars. So I'm going to keep breaking down all 30 teams in MLB 13 The Show. If you like that idea, give me a subscribe up top, like below, throw in some comments. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter at ThatSportsGamer. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.